with a 6-game road trip here in Cleveland, Ohio. The Angels took the opener on Friday night, got shut out last night, so the rubber game of the series this afternoon between the Tribe and your Los Angeles Angels. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and while the game was on FS1 last night, afterwards we certainly heard some rumors and some rumblings, and it was about Mike Scioscia, the skipper, and his future with the ball club, and clearly still signed through the end of this season. And Gooby, it's one of those things that you didn't think you'd have to deal with, especially on August the 5th, but here we are dealing with it.
Yeah, and Mike Scioscia being typical Mike Scioscia to say we got a game to play today. And when you think about over 1,600 career wins as a manager for the Angels, a world championship, won one as a player, 19th season for Mike Scioscia, always been known as a player's guy, player's manager. So it's a difficult situation for him right now, but as usual, deflecting, saying, I want my team to be able to go out there and play good baseball, and it all starts today.
Well, Mike Scioscia clearly asked about it this morning when he met with the media, and this is what he had to say.
Nothing has changed since we talked in October. That's the best way I can put it. You were there.
I was.
Nothing has changed. And sometimes there's always chatter out there, and the only word I have for it is poppycock. That's what it is.
That's Mike Scioscia at his best. And even when some of the injuries we've been talking about of late, he just say, hey, we have a game to play no matter what. Baseball that continues on. That's exactly the thought process for Mike Scioscia as of today, and it will be in the future until the end of the season.
There's still plenty of baseball to play over the next couple of months, and we'll see what the Angels have in store this afternoon. We're going to step away for a moment. When we return over the last couple of days, we've seen a lot of player movement. We'll talk about that when we return. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 Highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to MercuryInsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Getting you ready to wrap up this three-game set between the Angels and the Indians this afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. A hot, muggy afternoon. And we mentioned going to break that the Angels have had a lot of player moves all season long, but it just continues here this afternoon with the announcement that Luis Valbuena had been designated for assignment.
And it looked like Mike Trout was possibly going to be in the lineup last night, was unable to get out there as far as swinging the bat real well, and then today the same thing, so Mike Trout will not be in the lineup once again. Tyler Skaggs, who was scheduled to pitch today after a really tough outing against Tampa Bay, struggled to put on the disabled list 10-day. You mentioned Luis Valbuena being designated for assignment. So a different look for the Angels, but still baseball to be played. You got to find a way to score some early runs and hold on to it and be able to win the series against Cleveland.
Deck McGuire, Shane Bieber in the series finale. We're just about ready for baseball here in the heart of rock and roll. Sit back, relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return. High and deep to right center field. Back to the wall. Drive home safely.
Uh-oh, Jose Ramirez, liftoff, deep right, goodbye!
Vehicles, see your Hyundai dealer today. By Carl's Jr., the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. It is a hot, muggy afternoon here in Cleveland as we wrap up this three-game set. The Indians decided to wear their home whites as they did last night. See what we have in store. Certainly, the Angels will have a different looking lineup in this afternoon's contest without Mike Trout, Justin Upton, Albert Pujols, all three getting the day off. This is Mike Scioscia's lineup as the Angels come into play with a 55 and 57 mark. Calhoun will lead things off in right field. Eric Young Jr. is at center. Shohei Ohtani at DH. Angel sitting as a shortstop. David Fletcher is at second. Francisco Arcia makes his first big league start. Really any start at first base. Caleb Coward in left field. Jeffrey Marte at third, and Jose Briseño gets the start behind the plate, and he will bat ninth. It's the Southern California product, 23-year-old right-hander on the mound for the Cleveland Indians, making his 10th start of the season. It's Shane Bieber.
Yeah, fastballs 90-95. I'll throw a slider, curve, and changeup. My go-tos to be successful against Bieber today is first get yourself in favorable counts and then bring that fastball in the zone. When he's been throwing that fastball middle part of the plate, it's been hit very hard this season. Not necessarily a lot of movement on the fastball, especially a lot of four-seam fastballs. Always be prepared to jump on a heater and crush it here this afternoon.
check out the Indians on the defensive side of things. Brantley, Martin, Cabrera in the outfield from left to right. Ramirez, Lindor, Kipnis, and Alonso from third to first. Perez behind the plate, seeing pretty much lineup that Tito ran out there last night.
And so often we talk about Ramirez and him swinging the bat. He's been very solid defensively at third base this season. Third best fielding percentage in baseball at .983. He's turned 17 double plays. His 4 errors at third base this season for Ramirez.
All right, Shane Bieber's on the mound. No relation to Justin Bieber, so he is not a believer. As a matter of fact, doesn't like his music. But that being said, one of the top prospects for the Cleveland Indians came up to the big leagues on May 31st, his birthday, and made his debut that day against the Minnesota Twins. Got a no decision, but a guy that really, although he's got good stuff, his grades, as far as the scouting grades are concerned, really all about command.
Yeah, he doesn't walk a whole lot. There's 10 walks so far this season and a little over 51 innings pitched. So he's around the strike zone, but you also try to get yourself in accounts where you can get in those fastballs. Even if it's the first pitch, be ready to hit it.
Hales, of course, shut out by Corey Kluber. And the Indians last night, 2 games under 500 at 55 and 57. We'll wrap up the road trip. Kick off a homestand tomorrow night against the Tigers at Angel Stadium. Bieber's first one this afternoon is cut on and lifted foul and out of play. No balls to strike on Cole. Hitting .206. 6 doubles, a triple, 14 home runs, 41 runs batted in.
See right away the approach against Bieber for the hitters today. Cole Calhoun jumping on a first pitch fastball.
.84 degrees on a muggy afternoon. 0-1. In there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Cole last night 0 for 3. The Angels managed just 3 hits against Kluber. Indians only had 4, but they got those when they counted. Scoring twice in the 6th and once in the 7th.
Leonis Martin has really done a nice job. Back-to-back games for the Indians with home runs for center fielder. So we should talk with Mike Trout.
This is skied out to shallow left center field. Brantley coming in. He'll put it away for the first down of the game.
Well, and a key for this game today for the Angels to be successful and win this series against Cleveland. A little Frank Sinatra, My Way. Mike Scioscia, he talked about it today before the game with all the rumors about what's going to happen next season for him. He just going about his business, My Way, about trying to find a way for the team to win today. And that's what Scioscia's all about.
And they will have to do so with Upton, Pujols, Trout not in the lineup. As Eric Young Jr. settles in, batting in the 2 spot, 3 for 13 on the season. At the major league level, takes a strike, actually swings through the strike. EY last night 1 for 3. He's got a couple of doubles, couple of runs batted in. Indians play up pretty much straight up defensively, shows bunt. That one sails over the head of Perez, the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still feeling his position off the backstop on that one.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yes.
Hey, if you're going to spotlight, I might as well keep a camera on him.
Yes.
At all times. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just in case nobody was looking, he's fielding that ball and throw him out at first.
Alonso was ready at first base just in case. .113th game of the season for the Angels. This one's pulled just foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nick Ladd's calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. Mark Ripperger over at first base. Marty Foster at second. Joe West, the crew chief, over at third.
EY with a double right down the third baseline last night against Kluber. Stayed back on it. The baseball traveled right down that third base line.
2-2. And he'll take a called strike 3. Fastball got him, 2 down.
Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. Let's take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Game 1 of this series for Shohei Ohtani. Very similar pitches from Clevenger. Fastball 96 inside part of the plate. Fastball same spot at 94. One he let travel, hit the ball the other way. And the second home run, he turns on, hit a long way. Talking to Mike Sochi yesterday about that first home run for Shohei, he was very impressed with able to hit that ball out the other way that far to left field on a fastball in like that.
Checked his swing on the breaking ball. No balls to strike, or 1 ball, no strikes. Shohei last night had to deal with Corey Kluber. Ended up going 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. 266 average on the season, 11 home runs, and 28 runs batted in. 1-1.
Yeah, Kluber was throwing that cut fastball in and then running that two-seamer back on the inside corner against him. And then able also to back towards cutter.
That was that first strike down on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 for Bieber. 1-2. Pretty compact mechanics right over the top.
You see why he's in the strike zone consistently.
Now the 1-2. It's a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pull shift on with Ohtani at the plate. Getting us out at shallow right. Ramirez, the third baseman, is at the shortstop position. The sun has come out in all its glory now. And that's drilled out toward left center field. Long run for Leonis Martin. He pulls up. This one's off the top of the wall. Ohtani on his way to second with a 2-out double. 14th of the season for Shohei.
Stay back on that one well. That's good power once again the other way, a long way to left center field here. Breaking ball, he saw a couple curveballs, some sliders, stayed back, and drives it off the wall. 14th double to go along with 11 home runs and a triple. Now 10 for 19 versus Cleveland this season.
So it's Andrelton Simmons at the plate trying to give the Angels the early lead. Bieber works from the stretch for the first time. Simba hitting .302. Cleanup spot today. Had one of the Angels' 3 hits last night against Kluber and going 1 for 4.
That was one of those high pitches in the strike zone, and with Bieber, he throws a lot of 4-seam fastballs, a chance to get something upper part of the zone.
Oh, 1. 0-2.
Boy, he's painted the inside corner, painted the outside corner. We're looking at his face, almost a little bit like Brendan Morrow, who used to be with the Dodgers, now with the Chicago Cubs.
Ohtani able to get a big lead at second base with 2 outs. 0-2 now. Simba bounces this one to left side. Ramirez has it over to first. The Angels will leave a man in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Scoreless. Bottom of the first inning, we'll take a look at Terry Francona's lineup for the first place Cleveland Indians. They will have pretty much the same lineup we've seen all weekend. Lindor, Brantley, Ramirez in the top third of the order. Encarnacion, Alonso, Cabrera in the middle third. Then Kipnis, Perez, and Martin. Rounding out that bottom third, John Gomes dealing with a hamstring issue, and that's why he hasn't been in the game the last 2 days. Deck McGuire gets the emergency start today. 0-1 on the season. 6.12 earned run average. This will be his 4th start as a Halo.
Fastball's 91-95. Slider, curveball, changeup.
First one's upstairs to Francisco Lindor. 291 average. 27 home runs. 67 runs batted in. Lindor 1 for 3 game with a walk last night. Shoots one out to center field, and the leadoff man is on board.
Take a look at my go-tos for Deck McGuire to be successful against Cleveland. You have to be consistent with your fastball and swing and miss pitches with his curveball. Location fastball, very, very important against this Cleveland lineup. They are patient. They work counts real well. Locate the fastball, and then when you're ahead, hit a swing and miss with his curveball.
Last appearance for McGuire in the big leagues, July 22nd. That was out of the bullpen. Hitting in the third. Last start for him on July 15th, the day before the All-Star break, against the Dodgers. Ended up giving 4 runs, 3 earned in his 3 innings of work that day. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Lindor doing some yard work over there with the dirt. Looked like he slipped a little bit getting back on that pickoff play. Michael Brantley, a 295 hitter on the season. First one to Brantley is off the plate. Very good offensive unit. Indians have hit the ball well. Better part of the season. The top 5 in a lot of the offensive categories. A quick throw over to Arcia.
So far, so good for Arcia over there. First start in the big leagues, and right away you're tested as the pickoff throws over at him.
Generous judge. 2 pickoff throws. So far, so good.
So far, so good. That's the most difficult one when you're making that transition to first base.
Because as a catcher, as Brantley takes outside for ball 2, you know what the windup looks like.
Yep.
You know what the pitches, or at least the anticipation of the pitches are. At first base, you're dealing with a completely different motion.
Yeah, as a fielder, once he's going to throw the baseball, he gets into position almost like he's a catcher. He's going to try to keep everything in front, but it's that pickoff throw that'll be the most difficult one for him.
2-0, 3-0. Just caught the inside part of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jose Ramirez on deck. Leadoff single for Lindor. Just underway. Another nice crowd here.
That was a quick conversation. Sandy Alomar Jr. talking to Lindor. He's very good as far as reading something from a pitcher. He's talking to him right now as far as what's he doing as far as when he throws over the first base. When he's going home, sometimes the pitcher will just look towards third base and then throw the first. When they're going home, just looking at home. So he's trying to pick those little things up.
Brantley takes a strike, full count. Able to break the balls to get Deck back into the count. Guy started the season with the Blue Jays, pitching 4 games with them, all in relief. 5 walks, 7 strikeouts in that stretch with Toronto.
Imagine on the move, Lindor.
Check in on him again.
Lindor takes off. 3-2 is ball 4. Breaking ball down it is. So 2 on with nobody out. Check out the Angels on the defensive side of things. Caleb Coward is in left. Eric Young Jr. is at center. Cole Calhoun in right. The infield has Marte and Simmons on the left side. Fletcher Garcia on the right with Briseño behind the plate.
And Coward making his first start out in left field. Home at third base in this series so far, but Coward out left, but certainly has the arm strength as an outfielder. So first career start in left field for Caleb Coward, who played a number of outfield positions in the minor leagues. He's played first, second, and third in the big leagues. First time out in the outfield.
Jose Ramirez, the third baseman, an even .300 batting average, 32 home runs, 79 runs batted in. .79 RBIs, good for third in the American League. J.D. Martinez leading the way with 91 as that first pitch is in for a strike.
The Angels so far in the series against Jose Ramirez have been successful as far as throwing curveballs and sliders, backdoor pitches.
No balls, 2 strikes. Lindor at second. And Brantley at first. Here's the 0-2. Almost got him to chase. Ball in the dirt. Lindor will take third.
It's a pretty good read by Lindor.
You know why? It's because he didn't immediately take a jab step back to the base. He kind of held his ground.
And he saw how far that baseball was getting away from Briseño. It's good, just a good read. So secondary lead then goes. Sees it far enough away, he's going to easily get into third base. As a trail runner, Brantley cannot go until he saw that commitment. Otherwise, there's probably a play at second base.
One-two. Tying 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's going to be a bullpen game today. This would have been Tyler Skagg's spot in the rotation, but now disabled list for the 3rd time this year. Leadoff single to Lindor and a walk to Brantley. Check in on Brantley at first.
Imagine after that fastball in, he's going to try that backdoor breaker ball.
Full count.
He started this the other day in Salt Lake City. He pitched 1 inning and started a couple days ago. Mike Scioscia was asked about that earlier today, and he said, "I just like to see him throw like Corey Kluber did last night." I think every manager would love to see everyone pitch like Corey Kluber did last night.
Brantley doesn't go. 3-2. Ramirez launches one to right. 3-0 Cleveland. Ramirez with his 33rd home run of the season now. With 82 runs batted in.
The consensus here in Cleveland is with this lineup, it's a very good lineup. When they get on a roll, they're very difficult to slow down, but they will go in spurts where you can make some good pitches and get them out. Felix Pena threw the ball very, very well against them last night at a no-hitter into the 6th inning. Went with a fastball there. Doesn't miss fastballs often. Between him and Lindor, they jump on a fastball and they have very productive at-bats.
That plate appearance started with an 0-2 count. Here's Edwin Encarnacion, and he gets hit by a pitch. So not the best start for Dak McGuire. Still nobody out. And the man at first now for Yonder Alonso.
backup breaking ball. It's him on the hip.
First one to yonder is a little bit low. Indians first baseman at 252 on the year with 18 home runs, 64 runs batted in. Movement in the Angels bullpen. When I stated that it was going to be a bullpen game, we were hoping we'd talk about the third or fourth inning, but not a good start for McGuire here in the first. 3-0 Cleveland. Nobody out on a man at first. One. That's ripped to right field, a base hit, if not more. Cole over to cut it off. Will do so. Heading to third is Encarnacion, a single for Yonder Alonso. The Indians have runners at the corners. No outs. And the milkman coming to the plate. Cole activated today and put on the roster. First man up. Taylor's a guy that can give you 2-3 innings, if not more. Melky Cabrera switching to outfielder. 248. First one's in for a strike. Seven doubles, home run, and 12 runs batted in for Melky.
Tied him up with a fastball in. See if we get him to chase a breaking ball out of the strike zone now to get that first out.
Oh, 2. And he got him upstairs, the high fastball. Cabrera was looking for something completely different than what he got.
It's almost like he tied himself up twice on fastballs.
One away.
Anticipating something off speed. A lot of times when a player gets a little bit older in the game, they have that what we call slider bat speed, where you're looking for a breaking ball, but it got tied up twice on fastballs.
Jason Kipnis, a second baseman, now up. Encarnacion at third, Alonso at first. Kipnis takes a strike, breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Down season for Kipnis, hitting .218. 10 home runs, 43 runs batted in. Lays off. Wanted to peel, did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kipnis, the 7th man to come to the plate here against McGuire in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Indians on the Ramirez home run. Pulls out with foul. Helped out McGuire and the Angels. It's 1-2. Story yesterday that maybe the Indians were a little bit interested in Ian Kinsler prior to the Angels moving him to the Boston Red Sox, trying to improve on their production at second base. Struggles that Kipnis has had this year. 1-2. And that hit him. Up on the shoulder, a fastball. Second hit batter of the inning. They're loaded up now. Look at Mike Scioscia. That may be it. Deck McGuire's afternoon comes to an end. It is a short one for him. He'll depart with the bases loaded, having allowed 3 runs. Pitching change. We are in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Indians. Franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 available now. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Rated E for everyone. So, an Angel fan, we're in the Cooperstown Village Cap.
Yes.
He played the week tournament there. Good times in
That
Cooperstown.
place was packed.
Yeah, I bet. You had 52 teams in each of those villages, plus all the folks there from Cooperstown. Hall of Fame induction weekend, I can only imagine, as Taylor Cole comes on for the 7th time this year, added to the roster today. Luis Valbuena designated for Simon. Cole 0-2 with a 2.25 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks. His last appearance on July 21st. That was against the Astros. An inning and 2/3 in that one. It's a total of 12 innings, 15 innings, pardon me, worked this year. So nice job. Told you, gone 3 innings. Actually, first appearance for the Angels back on July 1st was at Baltimore. He would go 3 innings and down 1. Striking out 2 and allowing a hit. So the Angels hoping that he can get a couple of innings here. Soak this one up. 3-0. Bases loaded. Roberto Perez, the catcher, at 60 average. Encarnacion at third, Alonso at second, Kipnis at first. First pitch swinging, bouncer over to third. Marte has it. He comes home. They get the force out at the plate, 2 down.
That good decision there by Marte, because you're not going to get a double play on that ball. Get that out at home, a force out. In that situation, you're not going to get a double play, even if you go home to first. Just be under control to make sure you get that force out at home, and Marte was able to do that.
Leonys Martin, 257. 11 home runs, 32 runs batted in. He homered last night. And he'll take a strike. 1 for 3 last night with a solo home run. He's now 4 for 8 since joining the Indians. 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. Got him loaded. A 1. A pop-up shallow center field. Andrelton Simmons is there. Taylor Cole comes in, throws 3 pitches, and leaves the bases loaded. 3 runs for the Indians on the Ramirez home run. That's the score heading to the 2nd. And Coward to face Shane Bieber. Gave up a 2-out double to Shohei Ohtani and had a strikeout in the first, but nothing else. Could have been a lot worse in that first inning, but nice job by Taylor Cole. A 1 count on Fletch. 273. Home run and 13 runs batted in. Fletcher 0 for 2 yesterday. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last start for Bieber, July the 30th at Minnesota. 6 1/3, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits. 6 1/3 innings with 7 strikeouts. Got a no decision.
Has to be a big thrill for him going against the Angels. Grew up an Angel fan close by.
Laguna Hills High School with UC Santa Barbara, was a 4th round pick in 2016 by the Indians. Listed at 6'3". Chopper to second. Kipnis has it. Angels leadoff man here in the second, retired for the first out. Here comes Francisco Arcia. Arcia 6 for 17. So getting the call up.
He had a couple really good at bats against Kluber last night. Lined out the first and a hard ground ball to first.
No balls, 2 strikes. That's advertised so far for Bieber, throwing a lot of strikes.
With all his pitches too, between his fastball, changeup, slider, and curve.
Just missed upstairs. And Arcia late on that one.
Pretty good sequence by him. He had a changeup to that same plane outside part of the plate. Then he throws a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. You get the strikeout. Under control. Shoulders squared up. Real good delivery. Arcia tried to get to that baseball away. Unable to make contact on that one.
This one back at the middle, hits Bieber. Has a little trouble getting the baseball out of the glove, but goes on to first base, and hopefully he's all right. Smiling a little bit. A 1-2-3 shutdown inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Cleveland. Hey, number 27 is turning 27. Join us. Angels taking on the Tigers Tuesday night. 7:07 is the first pitch time. Fans in attendance receive a Trout 27th birthday shirt courtesy of Micro Simi while supplies last. For more information, head over to angels.com. 3-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the second. Top of the order, Francisco Lindor facing Taylor Cole. Lindor with a base hit in the first. He's 1 for 1. Pulled down the line, past a diving Garcia and into the corner. Lindor can run a little bit, heading to second base, and he is going to stop right there as Cole hustles into the corner to get that baseball back in.
Yeah, out of the batter's box, Lindor was thinking triple. It's played by Cole to get in as quick as possible. Ball speed pitch hooked it right down the line by Garcia into the corner. Another extra base hit for Lindor. 36th double. He's reading that, looking down in the corner, see if Cole can make that play, cut it off. He did so.
Michael Brantley walked his first plate appearance. Gets this one back up the middle. Simmons thought about going to third, but takes the out at first base. 1 away.
Take a look at StatCast AI powered by AWS with Jose Ramirez coming and play what he did his first at bat with 2 on. Fastball, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Exit velocity, 103.8 miles per hour, went 423 feet. Jose Ramirez. By the way, that was a good base running by Lindor because it was to his left. Even though Anderson Simmons has a great arm, it would have been a very difficult play. As soon as it was hit, goes to third, bringing the infield in now.
Now facing Ramirez. 1 out. Takes upstairs. Home run Ramirez hit in the first inning, 33rd of the season.
JD Martinez hit his 33rd yesterday for Boston.
Good off-speed pitch, rolls it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the Red Sox have been all over the Yankees so far in that series.
Won the first 3. They play tonight to wrap up that 4-game set. Boston with an 8.5-game lead now on the Yankees. Don't look now, but the Oakland A's all of a sudden just 3.5 back of the New York Yankees for the #1 wild card spot. That one's upstairs.
Yeah, they're up 2.5 games on Seattle now.
Seattle's lost 5 straight now. Oakland's won 5 straight. Oakland Athletics 20 games over 500, 66-46. 2-1 count. Lindor over at third. It's jammed. Pops it up third base side. Marte runs right into the railing. He was looking up into the sun, trying to shade his eyes the entire way, and took that railing right in the hip. There's no doubt that hurt him.
Yeah, there was no slowing down to that. He was thinking he had a beat on that pop-up. Tried to prevent a run. Runs directly right into it. And then the cameraman.
It looks like at the very least he got into that padded spot. The wall is padded all the way down, so appears to be all right. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Nice play by Briseño. Pitch almost over his head.
Anyway, I'm just looking at those numbers for Oakland. They have a better record than any team in the National League right now.
Walks Ramirez. So Encarnacion will bat with runners at the corners. Encarnacion hit by a pitch in the first. 1 of 2 hit batters. Deck McGuire ended up going a third of an inning. 3 hits, including a home run. 2 hit batters, 1 walk. 3 runs all earned. Ramirez off the big lead at first base. First one's outside.
Picked up his 26th stolen base in the season last night. Big lead at first.
There goes Ramirez. Encarnacion bounces it foul. Ball at a strike with Jose having to go back to first.
Outside shot at a 40-40 season.
Almost throws it wild at first base. Nice play by Arcia. Cleveland's played well at home this year, 33-22. Ramirez again takes off, and Encarnacion lines one out to center field. Ramirez can't find the baseball, now does. This is going to turn into a double play. Run does not count.
Saying it counted because before that throw got to first base.
How's that possible? It's a force out.
I think that's what Mike Scioscia wants to know also. He's pointing it home. Joe West is coming in right away here. That's why Lindor ran as hard as he could coming down the line.
And we're going to step away for a moment. For now, I believe it's 4-0. Go back and take a look at it. Looks like the ball is caught at first base before the foot of Lindor hits the plate.
It's a good challenge by Mike Scioscia just before his foot goes down on the plate. You see right there in the glove. Bailey inside, saw that. Good call. Prevents a run from scoring. So no RBI for Encarnacion on that one.
Jeffrey Marte swinging first pitch, lost one out to shallow right center field, and Melky Cabrera with a diving catch. What a play by the Indians right fielder at the last second, reaching out for it, robbing Marte of a single.
At one point, especially early in his career, a very good defender with a strong throwing arm, good range, catch that just before it hits the outfield grass. Mike Scioscia's looking at that also to see if it hit the grass first, but it looked like he got it.
No argument from the Angels, so one out here to third. Jose Briseño up. 259 on the season with a double, a couple of home runs, 6 runs batted in. Bieber with a couple of strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. That was the Shohei Ohtani double at the first.
Looks okay after that line drive back up the middle to finish off the last inning by Caleb Coward. See how he's running in hard, catches that baseball just before it hits that outfield grass and able to turn his wrist around. Otherwise, that's going to be a big time issue, bending the wrist back.
Briseño launches one out to the left field corner. Brantley racing back. This one's off the wall. Barehanded by Brantley holds Briseño to a long single. What a play by Michael Brantley.
Bare hand turns all to one motion and a perfect throw to second. This could be the big difference maker for Cleveland in their pursuit to get to the Fall Classic again, having a healthy Michael Brantley. All in one motion, a perfect throw. He's got 4 outfield assists this season. Hit well by Briseño, thought he had a double.
This was lined to right field. Here comes Cabrera, and he'll make the catch. 2 down.
Getting his wind sprints in today in this inning alone.
Standing ovation out in right field. 2 terrific plays by the Milkman here in this inning.
Replacing his divot also. As he's sliding in a little bit. Stumble, but still able to catch it as he caught his cleats in that outfield grass.
Eric Young Jr. struck out looking in the first. Still 1 count on EY.
Shohei Ohtani on deck. Eric Young Jr. trying to get on base. Allow the Angels to bring that tying run to the plate with Shohei, who doubled off the wall left center field his first at bat.
Upstairs. 3-1 count. Barely any breeze whatsoever here in Cleveland. It's hot, muggy day, sun out, very few clouds up above.
Another pretty good sized crowd here. They've had back-to-back sellouts.
Yep.
7 sellouts on the season for Cleveland. It's good to see the fans back here at Progressive Field.
Brisenia will take off from first base. 2 outs and a full count. There he goes. Ewise strikes out for the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Indians on top 3-0. Hey, join us next Sunday at 1:07. Angels taking on the Oakland Athletics. The first 10,000 kids in attendance receive a youth trout jersey courtesy of Angels Radio AM 830. While supplies last. For information, go to angels.com. 3-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Taylor Cole, his first inning, gave up a hit and a walk and nothing else. He'll face Alonso, Cabrera, and Kipnis. Yonder Alonso had a single in the first inning. Little dribbler up the line. That is just foul.
All speed pitch there, Cole. Alonso, when he's trying to lift the baseball like that, especially something all speed away, very difficult to do that.
Good off-speed pitch. Count remains at 1-2. Three-run home run in the first inning by Jose Ramirez. The scoring in this one so far. 1-2. Foul.
3 straight off-speed pitches in a row. Change up, change up, change up.
Cole signing with the Angels back in March. The Toronto Blue Jays organization. 1-2. And he got him this time. Foul tipped into the mid. One down.
After 3 straight changeup, ran a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Inner half gets swing and miss. Good pitching there for Cole.
Cabrera gets a nice round of applause as he's introduced.
2 really good defensive plays in the top of the 3rd.
Elke struck out in the 1st inning against Deck McGuire. One ball with strike. Prior to this season, Cole had pitched just 1 game in the big leagues. That was last year with the Blue Jays. This is his 7th with the Halos this year. At AAA, 32 games, a 3-0 mark, and a 5.16 ERA. Recorded 60 strikeouts in 52 1/3 innings with the Bees. One-two now. Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jason Kipnis on deck. That off-speed pitch that Alonso saw plenty of times in that previous at bat.
Sets up his fastball once again. And if you're going to throw the fastball out there, change it like that, that's when you want to use your 4-seam fastball and elevate it.
Two. Lays off. Full count. Taylor Cole, 28 years of age. Born in Simi Valley. The high school in Las Vegas at Bishop Gorman, and went on to BYU. Blue Jays 29th round pick in 2011. 3-2.
So far so good with all his pitches he's using in this game. Curveball's been solid, changeup same, fastball, slider.
Foul back. Got him out in front.
Good feel for his changeup. Good arm action. Very similar arm slot for all 3 other pitches.
And Cabrera foul tips that one into the mid. 2 down.
Second time he has struck out in this game. Good breaking ball. Starts in the strike zone, ends up that back foot area. If you make contact, you're going to pull a foul.
Over to first. Arcia with a diving stop, knocks it down, flips to first. Cole covering it, a 1-2-3 3rd inning. Nice play by Francisco Arcia to keep Kipnis to an out instead of extra bases.
Knocks it down, firm throw to first. Good angle he threw at first base also to get the 3rd out.
Top of the fourth inning, Halos down 3-0. Angels send up Ohtani, Simmons, and Fletcher. And Shane Bieber, 3 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, no walks. And Shohei takes upstairs. Doubled off the wall in left center field in the first inning. 14th double of the season for Show.
Another good swing, hitting the ball the other way and hitting it hard. Hit his first home run of his career on the road to left center field here, Progressive Field, and followed up with another home run to right center field. This double off the left center field wall today.
And Shohei launches one out to right center field. Cabrera racing back to the warning track, to the wall, makes another catch to rob another hit.
Just avoid Melky Cabrera today at all costs. You're gonna have to hit about 6 rows deep. Off the bat, I thought that was out. To the wall, and Cabrera another play. That's 3 good plays in a row in the last inning plus. Slams against the wall, able to control the baseball. Another hit, another baseball hit very hard too by Ohtani. Bieber's going, well, you know, I might have to take him out to dinner tonight.
Yeah, you think? He's been busy. Edgerton Simmons grounded out to end the first inning. There's a 1-0 count. His second at bat. Check swing, roller, foul.
And when you're around the strike zone as much as Bieber is, you're going to have some pretty good swings against you. And it's going to be important for the defense to make plays. Throwing strikes, they're going to be on their toes. And we've seen some solid plays early on here for Cleveland because of the fact he throws a lot of strikes and works quickly.
One. Pop up behind the plate and into the seats.
Well, Victor, he is a Seattle Seahawk fan, so so we'll take that against him. Perez keeping that glove right there. I thought he had that third pitch. Finish him off with a fastball, but a little off the plate.
Timba punches one down the line, foul, just wide of the bag. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 47 pitches for Bieber. He's been, as advertised, strike thrower. Again, MLB Pipeline had him listed as the 3rd best prospect in the Indian system. This one's chopped to the left side. Ramirez, nice play going back on it. High throw, and it stays on the field. Simba will stay at first base. Angels that had to duck down with Alonso jumping up.
I wonder if he'll give him a hit on that one because it was a tough play for Ramirez. High throw, though. If a good throw, he probably gets him with his arm strength.
It is a base hit for Andrelton Simmons. Always a difficult play when you're cutting at that angle to have to go back as a third baseman.
And then you drop that arm angle, and it's going to run in towards the runner going down the line as a first baseman. A difficult play.
Mike Scioscia wants an explanation as to why Simmons isn't awarded second base. I thought the ball just hit the railing and stayed on the warning track. It didn't technically go in. So it's just an explanation of the ground rules. Now, had it gone in, let's say it hits with all the lenses down there, cameras, hit the railing, come down, hit one of the lenses, which is inside, then I can see where you'd have an argument that It's out of play, and he should be awarded second base. Fletcher grounded out his first time up. Up and in. There's that throw by Ramirez once again.
See where this hits.
Yeah, see,
Never goes in.
never touches anything inside there. There goes Simba. Fletcher flares one out to shallow right center field. Simmons got deked, but still gets the third base. Ball gets away, and he's going to be sent home and stopped all of a sudden as Cabrera fires that one back in. Dino at the last second pointing home on Simba, but that little hesitation after turning at second base, he couldn't find the baseball.
Yeah, if he picks it up right away, which he's so good at doing so, but he's also used to doing that. The runners at second base himself. They're preventing the run from scoring. This baseball kicked away from Leonys Martin. And when you have that grass cut the way it is, sometimes you'll have those bounces, and Anderson Simmons looking back and then sees that baseball down but picks up Dino Eel at the last second and stops.
The old combination platter hit an error. Leonys Martin gets charged with the error. Second and third, one out. Garcia at the plate. He takes a strike.
Chance to get right back in this game with a base hit by Arcia. 10 RBI in the big leagues.
Arcia bounces it foul. 1-2. One-two. Arcia strikes out, 2 down. Second time today that Arcia's gone down swinging.
And a firm fastball by Arcia as he's trying to make contact to get at least one home with the infield playing back. Runs that fastball upstairs, unable to bring the hands up and make contact.
Caleb lined one right back to Bieber. Second innings 0 for 1 as he takes a big hack there, rolls it foul. Caleb now 1 for 20 in the big leagues this year. Just starting today in left field. One ball, 1 strike. Simmons at third base, Fletcher at second, 2 outs here in the fourth, 3-0 Cleveland. One foul back into the mid, 1-2.
We talked early on about hitters with success against Bieber's fastball this season. So far, he's located it well.
Here's the 1-2. Trying to climb the ladder. Fouled back.
And when you run a fastball up, it's on the inner half of the plate. It's tough to make contact, but when it drifts out over the plate, you can put that one in play.
Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marte on deck, just trying to get on the board. Down 3-0. We're in the 4th. Now the 2-2. Fouled off.
He's fighting off a tough pitcher's pitch, trying to get the one pitch in the sequence where you get the barrel of the bat on it.
Taylor takes a fastball right over the heart of the plate. The Angels lead 2 in scoring position. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Indians still on top. Francis Garcia, his first start in the majors at first base. Nice play, good range, knocks it down. Then the always difficult firm throw to first base to lead the pitcher in the right direction. Did so. Garcia, really good play on that hard hit baseball down the first base line. Bunted foul. Perez trying to drop a bunt. As we start at the bottom of the 4th inning. Taylor Cole himself a 1-2-3 third inning. He'll face 8-9-1 Perez, Martin, and Lindor. Perez reached on the fielder's choice. That was the first batter that Cole faced in the first inning. Taylor taking over for Deck McGuire. Retired just one batter in his start today. Two balls, one strike.
So far, very efficient too with his pitch count. It's 37.
Both teams with 4 hits. One for Cleveland, a 3-run home run off the bat of Jose Ramirez in the first inning. Two balls, 2 strikes, good off speed.
The ability to throw 4 pitches and throw for strikes has allowed Cole to be able to get deeper, throw more innings here. Instead of relying on 1 or 2 out of the bullpen.
Full count. No action in the Angels pen. Cole with 39 pitches. And down goes Perez. 3rd strikeout for Taylor Cole.
Really solid off-speed pitch. Big changeup. Sold it well. Arm action. We talk a lot about throwing a changeup as a right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. That was a perfect pitch for Taylor Cole.
Most pitches that Cole has thrown this year for the Angels in the big leagues. 44. That was that 3-inning stint he had back on July the 1st. Leonis Martin popped out his first plate appearance. One thing Taylor certainly has done is kind of things back under control for the Angels after that rough start from Deck McGuire. They're facing 7 batters, retiring 1, giving up 3 runs, hitting 2 batters. Ball and strike. Popped up again. Shallow center field. Here comes Eric Young Jr. 2 down.
The game already for Lindor for Cleveland, a single and a double.
Did that in the first 2 innings. Double his 36th of the year. Ended up being stranded at third base. Two balls, no strikes. Lindor came into play, tied for second in that doubles category with Alex Bregman. Eduardo Escobar, 37. American League. Pulled foul. 2-1.
Pretty patient at the plate, Lindor. Every once in a while he'll go after that first pitch. Generally we'll see quite a few pitches thrown in at bat.
Jose Alvarez getting ready. That one off the mask of the home plate umpire Nick Lentz.
making sure Nick Lentz is okay. Straight back. Knocks the mask right off. Jose Brasini is able to hold him up. Said he was okay right away.
Popped up. Left side of the infield. Simmons and Marte. Hamilton takes charge. Another 1-2-3 inning for Cole. We'll head to the 5th inning here in Cleveland. Angels down 3-0. By Taylor Cole, really soaking up some innings here in his longest professional stint with the Halos. Just a terrific job to kind of stop the bleeding and keep this in check and give the Angels an opportunity here to somehow figure out Shane Bieber. They had a couple of men on in scoring position in the 4th inning, but then Arcia and Coward both struck out with runners at 2nd and 3rd. So it'll be Marte, Briseño, and Calhoun in the Angels half of the 5th. In there for a strike. Marte hit that sinking liner out to shallow right field, lead off the 3rd inning. One of the terrific plays that Melky Cabrera has made this afternoon.
Yeah, 3 really good ones. 2 coming in and 1 going back. And the baseball hit by Shohei Ohtani to the wall. Very fluid, compact mechanics for Bieber. So he's going to try to go fastball away. Back-to-back fastballs. More likely could see a breaking ball now.
Over to 3rd. Ramirez has it. 1 down.
Talk about Bieber and his ability to throw consistent strikes. Good balance over the pitching rubber. Drives in, lands on that ball of his foot, pointing towards the target. solid all the way through in the follow through, and a very good arm angle on all his pitches. 44 strikes of his 66 pitches thrown. Very good ratio.
Briseño hit a single off the wall in left field. 1 for 1 on 4 hits against Bieber. There's 5 strikeouts, no walks. One. 2-1. That's line to left field. 2 hits for Briseño this afternoon.
One off the left field wall, that one in left center field. Speaking of good swings, Eric Hinske, his birthday today, turns 41. Let's see that from his number 9 hitter, 2 hits. You can see some runs for him on his birthday. So Eric Hinske celebrates that big 41 today.
I remember 41 very well. Like it were 9 years ago.
Or a little bit longer for me.
Just a tad longer for you.
I remember 41 a long time ago.
Yep.
Remember that being a highway down by Sarasota, Florida. That's all I remember now, 41.
Yep. Good old Alligator Alley.
Yes.
Top of the order now, Cole. He'll foul off the first pitch. Cole today a fly ball to left, a fly ball to right. Alonso playing behind Briseño at first base, the left-handed batter up. And Cole hits one out towards center field, chasing Leonis Martin back. He'll pull up. This one's off the wall. Over his head, Briseño will score. Cole rounding second, headed to third. The throw from Martin is offline. RBI triple for Calhoun, and the Angels get on the board at 3-1 Cleveland.
Second triple of the season for Cole. Remember that triple first game up in Oakland, picks up a triple and an RBI. 42nd RBI of the season for Cole Calhoun. Hit very well the other way. Fastball, 92-mile-an-hour fastball. We've talked about how well he has driven the ball to left center, to the left field, off the wall and by Martin for a triple for Cole Calhoun.
Eric Young Jr. at the plate, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, pulls this one foul.
That's something on a play like that for Leonis Martin as he gets accustomed to playing center field here, progressive field. Once it gets back to the wall, you have to play a little bit further away for that carom off the wall. It got too close and it bounced by him for the triple. Something as an outfielder, you work on the caroms off the wall here. There's a lot of them.
Check swing went around 0-2. Eli wanting Lentz to check with Joe West.
Shohei Ohtani on deck also. He's had 2 good swings already against Bieber.
Called strike 3. Didn't like the call. 2 down.
It's a pretty good spot though. 93-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees away. Looked like it touched the outside corner, and it did. Now have a conversation with Perez and Bieber with Ohtani at the plate. See if he'll go fastball first pitch, inner half of the plate. If that's the case, if Shohei's ready to turn on it.
Ohtani 1 for 2 with a double in the first and a fly ball right in the fourth. Just missed. Taking it over the head of Melky Cabrera. Made a nice play running on that one in right center. (3-1) Cleveland. We're in the fifth.
Intent on trying to allow Shohei Ohtani to get himself out on a fastball off the plate. In. Good patience so far.
And he'll flip this one out to left field. Breaks his bat. The barrel ends up stuck in the infield grass. An RBI for Shohei Ohtani. It's a 1-run deficit for the Halos.
That base hit, an RBI on it. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. A pretty good pitch after 2 fastballs in off the plate, a curveball down. Just makes enough contact, shatters the bat handle in his hand, but still strong to get it out to left field for an RBI single. Big time numbers against Cleveland in his career, early in his career here for Shohei Ohtani.
11 for 21. Not too shabby.
And great numbers against the AL Central in general.
7 hits allowed by Bieber. Carl Willis, the pitching coach, not to pay a visit. Looks like they're going to start some action in the Indians pen. Alvarez will come on at the bottom of the 5th inning. Still throwing the occasional pitch out of the bullpen. 2, 3, and 4 done for the Indians. Simbo shoots one out toward right center field. Playable for Leonis Martin. 3rd out is recorded. The Angels get on the board with 2. Triple by Calhoun and the single by Ohtani. Gooby.
Yeah, both going the other way. Cole left center field with his triple. And then Shohei Ohtani the other way on a tough breaking ball to left field. Angels down by 1.
Next Family Sunday, August the 12th. Stop by the Gate 5 Courtyard for fun activities. Stay after the game for Kids Run the Bases. For more information on the Family Sunday Kids Run the Bases, sponsored by Yakult Probiotic Drink, go to angels.com. Jose Alvarez on the mound, taking over Taylor Cole. He did a very nice job, picking up 4 strikeouts and allowing 1 hit. It's 3 2/3 innings.
Longest outing as an Angel. Excellent.
Alvarez pitching for the 57th time this year. 4-3 to 2.98 ERA. 43 strikeouts, 19 walks in 45 1/3 innings. Brantley, Ramirez, and Encarnacion 2-3-4 for Cleveland. No balls, 2 strikes. Brantley, a walk and a run scored in the first inning. Grounded out in the second. Down goes Brantley. 3 pitches, 1 out.
Jose Alvarez, good spot right there against a very tough hitter, even against a left-handed pitcher. Good break a ball going down and away. Fastball, really, I mean, this whole season has stayed consistent with his velocity. 90-93. Change up good, but that break ball solid.
Ramirez, a 3-run home run in the first inning, a walk in the second. Here's the 1-1 downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ramirez a .289 average from the right side this year, .303 from the left. 28 of his 33 home runs from the left side. .3-1 count.
Very important rate getting back in the game. You want to make sure you put up a 0 here. Quick shutdown inning for Jose Alvarez and the Angels.
There's the second walk Ramirez has picked up this afternoon. Edwin Encarnacion will come up with a man on and 1 out. Edwin hit by a pitch and a fly ball to center field. Takes a strike. A 1. Lifted down the line, slicing out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 runs, 7 hits, 5 left on for the Angels. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on for Cleveland. Bouncer left side. Marte's got it, trying to start the double play. Fletcher turns, got it. Indians are done here in the 5th. We're off to the 6th inning. Halos down 3-2.
On Fox Sports West is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
By McDonald's. Download and register on the McDonald's app today for great deals.
And by City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball.
Halos down 3-2 as we start the 6th inning. Shane Bieber's back out for another inning of action. 6 strikeouts, no walks, 7 hits allowed, although there's action currently in the Indians bullpen. Fletcher, Marcia, and Coward for the Halos here in the 6th. David 1 for 2. A single in the 4th inning on a hit and run. Pulls this one down the line. Hook out of play. The ball's at a strike.
Brought his hands inside pretty quickly on that fastball inside. The Angels so far at this point have out hit the Indians 7-4.
Bounce over to second base. Kipnis has it. Fletcher retired for the first down here in the 6th.
Now it's time for the Kia drive to success. Mike Scioscia's managerial career has been very successful. Third now as far as active manager wins, behind Bruce Bochy at the top, Terry Francona below, but Scioscia 1,625 career victories as the Angels manager, including a World Series championship. His 19th season.
Francisco Arcia twice has struck out against Bieber. Takes a break the ball for a strike. Arcia getting the start over at first base today. Coward out at left. No Pujols, no Upton, no Trout. Trout still dealing with that sore wrist.
Took some swings yesterday. Thought they might be in the game last night. Unable to do so. And today get another day off.
One and 2.
Mike Trout over to Cole Calhoun. Cole with a good swing himself. Triple.
Arcia goes down. 2 down.
Crazy. Sometimes you just don't see the baseball well out of a pitcher's hand. That's the case here for Arcia against Bieber today. Runs it in. Fastball inside part of the plate.
Caleb takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Starter out in left field today. 0 for 2. Hit one off of the starter Bieber chest area. This is the 2nd inning. Struck out looking with a couple of men on in the 4th. One, 2 from Bieber. Just it out of play. The Angels have Cameron Droshin loosening. Alvarez facing the minimum 3 in the 5th, courtesy of that double play ball. One, 2. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You almost expect something off speed on this count here against Coward on 3-2.
And Coward fouls one at the plate. It's off Perez. Marte, the man on deck. .92 pitches thrown by Bieber so far. Here's the payoff. Caleb fouls it back. Another payoff for Bieber. And this one's inside, a walk. 2-out variety, puts a man on.
First walk of the game for Bieber.
That's how good he's been from a command standpoint.
Hitting now for Los Angeles, number 19, Jeffrey Marte.
Jeffrey Marte 0 for 2 with a fly ball right and a ground out. Tito on his way out.
It looks like he's going to make a pitching change here. One thing Terry Francona wants to do and establish is getting that bullpen strong again like it has been in the past. Simber coming into the game, taking over for Bieber. Angels down by 1, threatening here in the 6th. Speaking of comebacks, let's take a look at their Coors Light refreshing finish. The Cleveland Indians were down 14-2 against Seattle. Eventually come all the way back, then walk off in the 11th, winning that one 15-14. Kenny Lofton getting carried around there, Cabrera with a big hit in that comeback victory. How about that, coming back from 12 runs down to win Cleveland? The Angels trying to just come back from 3 runs down. Chance here now to tie or take the lead here. Adam Simber in the game for Cleveland, his 48th game, 3-5 mark, 0.51 ERA.
Second time the Angels have seen Simber this series. Touched him for a couple of runs on Friday night. Three to be exact. Marte, fly ball to right, the ground ball to third with Caleb Coward over at first. 2 outs. We're in the 6th.
Fastball is 84 to 89. He'll throw a slider. Simber, the first and only major leaguer to wear the number 90 in the big leagues.
First one's in tight. Zimmer came in as part of the bullpen brigade for Cleveland in the 8th inning. 4 relievers used by Tito Francona. The Angels scoring 4 times in that one. Been the first runs that he had allowed since being acquired from San Diego, along with Brad Hand. This one fouled back.
Is that foot turn?
One and 2. Not overpowering. Certainly funky delivery.
A lot of different looks out of the bullpen for Terry Francona in this Cleveland bullpen now. That turn of the foot allows him to keep that hip turn.
Just got a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive, running that one in on the hands. Pretty good lead for Coward. They'll check in on him. Halos down a run. We're in the 6th inning.
I think you get a pretty good lead on him too, because it takes a while for him to throw over to first base. A foot turn, a lot of moving parts before you would throw to first. It's a big lead for Coward.
Marte bouncing this one to short. Lindor will flip it over to Kipnis. They force out Coward. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Angels down 3-2. By the score of 3-2, Jose Alvarez back out. Alonso, Cabrera, and Kipnis due up here in the 6th inning for Cleveland. Cabrera's switch hitter, he's on deck. Kipnis a left-handed batter, so maybe Soch goes with Alvarez here. Entire way. Alonso with a big rip, comes up empty. No balls to his strike. Yonder with a base hit in the first, struck out in the 3rd. 1-for-2 game. Bouncer towards Simmons. Got it. One down. Here comes Socha. So maybe he's not going to let Melky hit from the right side. Go to the bullpen. Bring on Bedrosian. Shows a pitching change here with one out in the 6th inning. It's a 3-2 Cleveland lead.
Cam replay with Melky Cabrera coming to play, but what he's done in the field though today, it's been outstanding in right field, just in front of that outfield grass, able to catch that in the air, and then another one, same inning, slide it in, solid play out, and then Shohei Ohtani to the wall, he leaps up, makes the play, 3 outstanding plays in back-to-back innings total for Melky Cabrera. Now coming to the plate, he's going to be facing Cam Bedrosian now.
Bedrosian on the season, coming on for the 54th time. 3-2 mark, a 3.33 ERA. 45 strikeouts and 20 walks. Cabrera, he's had some nice plays defensively. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So she'll keep him from the left side of the plate. He's hit .348 this year from the right, .218 from the left. Showing bunt, takes upstairs. Alvarez an inning in the 3rd. Strikeout, 1 walk. Cam falls behind and 2 balls, no strikes. Nice challenge by Jose. 2-0. Good pitch, breaking ball down and in. Seven hits for the Angels and 4 for Cleveland, but one of those a 3-run home run by Ramirez in the 1st. This is a little flare off the glove of Jeffrey Martin on a ball that just should have been caught. Not hit that hard. That goes as a base hit for Melky Cabrera.
Sometimes as an infielder you're fooled by the speed off the bat, but as a play he's got to be able to make there. Especially the way they've been pitching Cabrera today. Been outstanding against him, and overall the bullpen has been great.
Kipnis now up. Kipnis hit by a pitch in the first inning. Grounded out to Garcia. Terrific play, diving for it. Robbie Kipnis of extra bases. That was the third. Breaking the ball in the dirt. Brandon Geyer, the pinch runner at first base for Melky. Geyer will stay in game. Play the outfield. 2-1 count now on Kipnis. Three in the first for Cleveland on that home run by Ramirez. 2 in the fifth for the Angels. 1-run game. 2-1. Kipnis lines one out to left field. Caleb Coward not going to get there. It'll go to the wall. Geyer, good speed, rounding second, heads to third, being waved around. Angelton comes up, firing to the plate. A little bit wide, gets by Briseño. It's an RBI double for Jason Kipnis. 4-2 Cleveland. Simba's going to get charged on an error, or charged an error for Kipnis ending up at third base.
Kipnis stay back, and then I talked about earlier, it's a fastball. If it's away, you can still put it in play. He lines it to left center field. He's trying to be quick on the relay. That one hop gets away as Briseño's trying to catch and tag Geyer. Gets away. Campdrozy was backing up, but it got deflected. It gets away and allows Kipnis to get the third.
Simba gets charged with his 8th error of the season. Here's Perez, the catcher. Would have been curious to see if that throw is on line to the plate. I think they have a play at Geyer.
Yeah, it's a bang bang play.
One-0. 2 balls, no strikes. John Adams back in the drum. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Three 3-0 now. Perez came at batting 160. Leonis Martin on deck. Infield in. There's ball 4. So Bedrosian issues a 4-pitch walk. Puts runners at the corners down. Martin coming up. Rally started by Cleveland on that ball that Cabrera hit. Soft little liner that was misplayed by Marte into a single. Kipnis a double. Now Perez the walk. Martino for 2. He popped out to short in his first at bat and fly ball to center field. It was the 4th. Fletcher and Simmons chatting about coverage as the middle infield dropped back looking for a double play ball. Martin, pretty good speed. You have to square one up at somebody. Bouncer towards second base, going to have to hurry. Fletcher to Simmons for one. Relay back to first. Got him. Nice play by Angelton Simmons. And you got to hurry and have an arm, and Simba certainly has both.
Yeah, Fletcher with a good feed over the end, and Simmons is another double play turned for Simba. Finish off his 1-run in that inning for Cleveland.
And of course, we had talked about it before the game, pregame show, and in game at the beginning about Mike Scioscia, the rumors that were put out there yesterday. Today, Angels announcing that Keith Johnson, the Angels AAA manager, will be joining the Angels coaching staff to help with some of the youngsters, obviously, that have come through his way since he's at AAA Salt Lake. And Eric Chavez, special assistant to the general manager, will assume the managerial duties for the rest of the season in Salt Lake. Javi filled in for Keith Johnson when Keith went to the Futures game during the All-Star break. But he's never managed at any level other than that brief time that he was there at Salt Lake, so he'll get the opportunity to get his feet wet at Salt Lake City.
Keith Johnson's been up a number of times for Mike Scioscia over the years.
Yeah. It's just a different time now.
Yes.
August the 5th, you don't usually see KJ up here till the end of August, early September, once the season is over.
Exactly.
9-1-2 for the Angels. Simber still on the mound. Ursenio 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Foul back. Down remains at 2 strikes.
You ever think about wearing number 90 in your baseball career, Victor?
No.
First timer in the big leagues. Number
Ever?
90. Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
That's weird. Some guys wearing the big numbers nowadays. But Axford took what, 80 or 88 or something like that with the Dodgers. Yeah, that hit him.
That's sound.
It's a sinking fastball in on the hands. I think Simper asking that ball hit the bat.
You can tell by that reaction that didn't hit the bat.
Angels have both of their catchers, I should say, in the starting lineup, with Arcia getting to start at first base. Kind of the bicep, shoulder area.
Hear that sound. Pitching change now also for Cleveland. Senior seems to be okay.
Pitching change, Andrew Miller coming out of relief for the Cleveland Indians. We're in the 7th with the leadoff man on board. 4-2 Indians.
Was hit by a pitch. Now it's time for Built for Baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. Speaking of hit by a pitch, Carlos Gomez hit and then down on the hip. Fastball, hip, kidney area, takes one step and then falls down.
He can play soccer, man.
Then somehow gets up quickly.
He's alive.
All of a sudden, he's alive. Oh.
Serious flop action. Calhoun will face Andrew Miller.
Vlad Divac would be happy with that one.
Miller 1-3 with a 4.11 earned run average, activated off the disabled list Friday. Pitched in Friday night's game. Cole takes a breaking ball for a strike. I thought that was hilarious when I saw it last night. Like that old the old Lipton plunge into the pool. 0-1. Cole rips one out to center field. Leonis Martin moves over, makes the catch. And Cole, another good swing. Nothing to show for it here, though.
Martin had a good jump on a good angle to run that one down, because that was hit very well by Cole.
Cole 1 for 4, tripled home a run and scored in the 5th. Eric Young Jr. spins around the hit from the right side. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts against Bieber. He'll shoot this one to right field, a base hit. So Briseño moves to second, EY at first. Tying run over at first base, and here comes Shohei Ohtani.
This will be a real good matchup. Ohtani versus Miller. Miller's still trying to get his fastball command working, and Terry Francona said he's going to try to use him as much as possible here down the stretch to get ready for the postseason.
Shohei did not face Miller Friday night. First one's in off the plate, a fastball. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The 1-0. Shohei just pulls off of that one. Slider, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a mistake slider.
That hit him right in the knee. Fastball in. Second hit batter of the inning.
Trying to walk that one off. That's not going to be easy to do so.
Bases are loaded now. Andrelton Simmons coming up.
Another pitching change. See that where it got him?
Now with Terry Francona, you know he's going to go to the bullpen many, many a time. We are in the seventh. Bases loaded, one out. Halos down 4-2.
Threatening here in the seventh. Bases loaded with one out. Going back to my Hyundai key for this game. Going my way. Mike Scioscia has managed to put this club in position to make this comeback here today. This is very good Cleveland club. Bases loaded with one out. A chance now to either tie or take the lead in this inning.
Now with Brad Hand in his bullpen, he can use Cody Allen different situations, even flip-flop he had Hand. Allen 3-4 with a 4.43 ERA, 21 saves on the year, 50 strikeouts, 19 walks at 44 2/3 innings.
Fastball 92-96, curveball.
Briseño over at third base, Young at second. He's the tying run. Ohtani, the go-ahead run at first base. Trail runners with good speed. First one to Simba is popped up. Alonso calling for it. Infield fly rule, 2 outs. One for 4 game for Simmons. It'll be up to David Fletcher. Fletcher 1 for 3 today, had a single in the 4th inning.
David Fletcher hitting .409 with runners in scoring position, 9 for 22.
First one from Cody. Fastball off the plate. Outfield straight around with Fletcher at the plate. Not very deep. Infield straight up as well. Alonso off the line at first. Fletcher came through big time in that 4-run 8th inning Friday night for the double with 2 strikes down the right field line. (1-0). 2 balls, no strikes.
So far in his very young major league career, with the bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 for 2. Pat Tabler type numbers.
There's Blake Parker loosening. Here's the 2-0. Bouncer to third. Ramirez will go to third base. Force out Eric Young Jr. and the Angels will leave them loaded. Stretch time in Cleveland. 4-2 Indians.
Fox Sports West is brought to you by the Pacific Surfliner. The Surfliner series between the Angels and the Padres is coming up in San Diego August 13th through the 15th. Book your train tickets now at PacificSurfliner.com.
Bottom of the 7th here, Progressive Field, the finale rubber game of the series between the Angels and the Cleveland Indians. Halos taking the opener Friday night, and Indians answering back with a shutout last night. I believe this one 4-2. Blake Parker is on the mound. Parker placing Cam Bedrosian, gave up a run. The bottom of the 6th inning. He'll face the top of the order. This will be his 50th appearance. And he's going to get Lindor, Brantley, and Ramirez. Francisco Lindor 2 for 3, a single and a double. Also popped out.
He's been pretty patient on the first pitch. That might not be the case here against Parker. You throw a fastball, you better locate it well.
Double for Lindor in the 2nd inning, his 36th of the year. No balls, 2 strikes. Parker worked Friday night, gave up a run on 2 hits, one of which was a home run. upstairs. 1-2. They're tight. 2-2.
After a pitch like that, in and elevated, what if he goes with split?
Two. Popped him up. Interested Simmons calling for it. 1 down. Good guy to keep off the bases late in games. Especially when you're trying to make a come back down 2. Bradley, a walk, a ground out, and a strikeout. 0 for 2 for the Yankees left fielder. Out toward center field. Eric Young is there. 2 down. Ramirez, home run and 2 walks on the afternoon. The Trojan, by the way, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up a run on 2 hits with 1 walk. Halos in the top of the 8th will have Arcia, Cowart, and Marte. 6, 7, and 8. Angels do have Upton and Pujols on the bench, especially once we get to that 9th inning situation, if they are going to go with Brad Hand, lefty. 1-0. 1-1. Two and 1. Missing outside, off speed pitch. Three-one count with Encarnacion on deck. Not a sellout today, but a good crowd on this hot day. 28,993.
In a very busy area in Cleveland here.
Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Canton. World Golf Championship.
Did you say Brian Dawkins? You did say that went into the Hall of Fame, right?
He did. Yeah. Eagles.
Yes.
It's too bad he went in as a Bronco.
Oh, no.
What was his ring with? Yeah, Broncos.
What, the Hall of Fame ring? Yeah, with the Eagles.
Here comes the 3-2. Ramirez fouls it back off of Briseño.
Hit with a pitch earlier. Fell straight off the mast there. Remember that T-shirt that Martín Maldonado had? Everything hurts. So whenever he left it behind for Jose Briseño.
Now the 3-2 from Parker. And Ramirez lofts one out toward right center field. Playable for Cole. And a 1-2-3 inning for Blake. We're off to the 8th inning. Angels down 2.
Couple of runs here in the top of the 8th inning as we get you ready for Angels Live post hit presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Let's take a look inside along with Ken French at the Angels bullpen day today. McGuire put the Angels in the hole before things settled down today with Cole and Alvarez. And for Shohei Ohtani, take a look at the latest tweak to his approach. Victor paying some early dividends, and hopefully one more for Shohei here in this ball game.
He certainly has looked very comfortable this weekend, Jose. We appreciate it, even though he struggled against Corey Kluber last night. Pretty much everybody did for the Angels as Arcia leads things off. 6, 7, and 8 for the Halos here in the 8th. Cody Allen back out there. Retired the last 2 batters of the 7th inning. So the Angels had the bases loaded. Simmons popped down on 1 pitch. Fletcher hit into a fielder's choice. Arcia 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Now has a 1-ball, 1-strike count. A little pop up toward the shortstop position. Ramirez is there. 1 down. Caleb Coward 0 for 2, getting the start today. Left field. Come back into the mound, a strikeout, looking at a walk. Out toward right field. Geyer will let this one bounce in front of him. No Melky Cabrera, no spectacular play in right.
Stay away from him. The best way is get him out of the game. He pinch ran for him.
Caleb gets his 2nd hit of the season with the Angels.
Inner half of the plate, turns on it, brought his hands inside, lines it in the right field for a base hit.
Here's Jeffrey Marte, 0 for 3. Fly ball to right, ground ball to third, and fielder's choice. 0-1 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Marte cuts through it 1-2. Senyo's on deck. We were talking about Canton, Ohio. I was watching TV this morning, getting ready to come out from the ballpark. Saw this. The guy who sculpts the busts for Canton, the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame, Blair Buswell, and how he got his start doing that. He was on an art scholarship at BYU.
Really?
Played 3 years. Walked onto the football team. Played 3 years. Had 1 carry. Steve Young, as a sophomore, came in, handed off the ball to him. He had 1 carry there. And they had their Cougar dinner. And Bill Walsh came to speak. And on display were some of this artist, football player's work at the speech. As Coward takes off, the pitch is downstairs. The throw down, not in time, a stolen base. Bill Walsh liked it so much, asked him, hey, could you create something for Mr. DeBartolo to give to him as a gift? So he ends up creating this miniature bust for Steve DeBartolo, the owner of the 49ers. DeBartolo loves it, sends him a note saying, thank you very much. I absolutely love it. Now what can I do for you? And Blair says to him, I'd like to work for the NFL. And that's how he got started, creating all these busts for
they're unbelievable.
They're awesome. And so they showed how
look real.
The process of going through it and stuff. Really cool. Blair Buswell, been doing it for 30-some years now.
Well, it was pretty interesting to see Brian Dawkins when he came onto the stage. Same thing with Ray Lewis, because they were pretty animated when they started a football game.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Marte. Full count. And the players obviously sit for him while he does the bust, but then there's a 2-month process of the bronzing of the bust. So the player doesn't see it until they lift up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at this. Some pretty good weather here, too. 3 straight days. Saw Lynn Swan was at our hotel.
That's not really Pennsylvania, right? Is that what you said? 3-2.
He's royalty, though. So we'll claim it.
Foul tipped into the mid. 2 down.
That catch he made in the Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Wow.
Now he's your guy. That's one.
Well, you often say I'm a kind of a front runner anyhow, so.
Kinda? I like how you phrase that. Kinda.
On occasion. Ed Reed was in our hotel, too.
He was your guy, too, when he was.
Well, Baltimore, it's close enough.
Baltimore,
yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah, Baltimore. That's funny.
Philadelphia to the south.
Somewhat of a metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Brad Hand's ready to go in the bullpen. Briseño pops it up. Aldo Alonso near the dugout, calling everybody off, makes the catch, and the Angels are done here in the 8th inning. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 4-2 Cleveland. transmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Bottom of the 8th inning, Halos down 4-2. Jim Johnson takes over on the mound. This will be Jim's 42nd appearance, 3-2 with a 3.35 ERA. It's a bullpen game today. Deck McGuire got 1 out in the first inning. That was it. Gave up 3 runs on the Ramirez 3-run home run. Indians added a run in the 6th. 2 runs for the Halos coming in the 5th inning. Did it on 3 hits, a single, 2 singles, pardon me, and a triple. They have not been able to cash in other runs. They've had plenty of opportunities this afternoon to do so, but haven't been able to do that. And they're going to have to try to do it against Brad Hand in the 9th inning. Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. Hit by a pitch in the 1st. Been a part of 2 double play balls, in which he lined out to center field, and Eric Young Jr. doubled up Ramirez at 1st, and then he grounded into a 5-4-3 traditional double play in the 5th. Good breaking ball, evens a count at 1-1.
Have beat each other quite a bit. Jim Johnson's been very effective against Encarnacion. It's 1 for 15.
Ground ball up the middle. Fletcher moving to his right is there. 1 away.
We've got 1 for 16 now.
Yonder Alonso coming to the plate, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. A single back in the 1st inning. Head of the Angels 9th inning. Top of the order, Calhoun, Young, Ohtani, then Simmons.
Pretty good pitch. I think Lentz has been pretty solid behind the plate here today. Hasn't been a whole lot of complaints from whether it's the pitchers or the hitters against him.
Wonder who chose to wear the black shirts today for the umpires.
Very comfortable and cool.
It's a breathable fabric. 2-1 lifted to right center field. Calhoun, Eric Young Jr., EY calling for it. 2 down. Here comes Brandon Guy for his first plate appearance. Took over as a pinch runner for Melky Cabrera in the 6th. 200 average in 64 games this year.
He's only been hit 6 times this season.
Back up the middle, Geyer's got himself a 2-out single. Kipnis gets another plate appearance. Kipnis 1 for 2 with an RBI double. And that was out toward left center field in the 6th inning. Two-0 pitch. Kipnis lifts one out towards center field. Eric Young Jr. shy of the track is there, hauls it in. We're off to the 9th inning. The Angels are down 2. It's 4-2 Cleveland. They've got the top of their order coming up. Brad Hand more than likely coming in to try to close it out for the Indians. Takes over for the Cleveland Indians. This will be his 7th appearance since joining the Tribe. No record, a 1.29 ERA, 2 saves, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's allowed 4 hits. 28-year-old Minnesota native, originally a 2nd-round pick of the Florida Marlins back in 2008 out of high school. A pretty good pitcher for the San Diego Padres. He was a waiver claim by the Padres in April of 2016.
A pretty firm fastball from left side. 91, 96. Curveball, slider, changeup.
All-star last season with the Pods, 72 games. All-star this year. Overall 2-4. The 2.81 earned run average. Here's the first one. Bouncer toward the middle of the infield. There's a base hit. Sneaks through. Cole has a 2-hit game. Leadoff man reaches against Hand.
He's been comfortable against a left-handed pitcher. Stays back on the well. Ground ball towards the middle. Has robbed his last at bat. 2 hits in the game for Cole.
The Angels will have Justin Upton come up. Pinch hit for Eric Young Jr. EY ends up going 1 for 4. Up to 257 on the season. 21 home runs, 61 runs batted in.
Two for 7 against Hand, including a home run for Justin Upton.
First one on the way. That is a pretty good pitch. It's not called a strike. 1-0. Ohtani on deck. Pretty good lead for Cole over at first. Up to bounce this one down to third. Ramirez straightens up, low throw to second base. They get the 1 out. That's it.
It's a pretty good play by Ramirez. It's a tough hop. Quick throw over to Kipnis. Low throw, scoop, and then quick throw over to first, but up and too quick. Beats that one out. Prevents the double play.
The 1 out, 1 on. Here's Shohei. Ohtani hit by a pitch his last at bat. 2 for 3 today with a double and a singles. Picked up an RBI.
This trip to Cleveland has accomplished his first road home runs. Looking for his first home run versus a lefty.
Slider in the dirt, gets away. Upton will take second.
On base 3 times, couple hits, hit by pitch for Shohei Ohtani today. We're throwing breaking ball. Perez unable to get over and keep it in front of him.
Andrelton Simmons on deck. 10 hits this afternoon for the Angels, but down 4-2 here in the 9th. 1-0. Back foot flying out.
Challenged by one of the best ones as far as left-handed pitching. Very good numbers. 9 RBI, 4 home runs, 6 runs scored versus Cleveland.
Hands 1-1. Shohei reaching for the slider. Comes up empty.
Can't imagine him not getting another breaking ball. Especially when you see a hitter flying open like that. The movement of the feet. Talked about it a lot for Shohei against left-handed pitching. You got to try to pick one part of the plate you could be successful with.
Long hold for Hand. 1-2. Check swing. Did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very close.
Joe West very under control with that call. Look, he held up. Good call.
Long look in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Upton at second. And here it comes. Ohtani pulls it to the right side. Alonso's got it. Takes it himself. 2 down. Upton ends up at third. So the Angels down to the last out. It's up to Simba.
Simba last time up a missed opportunity. Swing at the first pitch. Popped it up to Alonso. Chance to bring the Angels closer with a base hit.
Simba takes a first pitch breaking ball inside. Simba's 1 for 4 today with a single back in the 4th.
It's a pretty tight breaking ball from hand. Over 70% of the time behind 1-0 to a right-hand batter will throw a fastball. If Simmons will get that pitch and able to turn on it.
1-0. 1-1.
He was guessing long and think it was a fastball, got a break a ball.
Down the line, Ramirez to the backhand, bobbles it. Upton will score. Simba to first base. He's the tying run. And it's a 4-3 game. A base hit and an RBI on that play. Simmons will take it. Picks up his 50th RBI of the season.
He was trying to get position to get behind the throw and able to get that in the glove. All of a sudden down just by 1.
How do you overrun a baseball and not get charged with an error? Scoring in Major League Baseball. Everything's a hit.
Everything's a hit.
So here's David Fletcher. Fletcher 1 for 4. Takes a strike. David had a single back in the 4th. Good lead for Simmons over at first. The 0-1. No balls, 2 strikes. This one fouled back. Now the 0-2. Fletcher chases the slider. Perez flips down to first, and the Indians take the finale by the final of 4-3.
And tried to battle all the way back after being down in the 1st inning. Jose Romero was the big swing of the game. He's the Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. 3-run home run in the 1st inning. His 33rd home run. The season is tied for the Major League lead in that category as Cleveland ends up winning this series with the victory here today. 4-3.
Nice job by the Angels bullpen after Deck McGuire put them in the hole after giving up the home run to Jose Ramirez, but the bullpen settled things down. The Angels with plenty of opportunities throughout this game, even with not necessarily the varsity out there. With the starting 9, they battled, tried to get back in there, couldn't do it. They fall to the Indians 4-3. Final. Stick around. Angels Live post game. Manfred and Jose Bota is coming up next.